Welcome to episode 17 of Hair Biz Radio with your hosts Zakiyrah and
Mikey.
How is that, Mikey?
I love it.
So we're back for another episode with you guys. We have some exciting news. We're going to be talking about today how to plan and execute a rebrand photo shoot for a hair extension company. But before we get into that, let's just talk about how this week has been, new products.
This week has been incredible. We have listened to our Facebook group, and one of the things they had been asking about, or they actually didn't really ask about it. They kept asking about, okay, if we don't want to get the websites you guys have on Dropship Bundles, maybe it's too much for right now, or I build my own websites, or I want to build my own website. Like, they're trying to go to GoDaddy and get hosting. Oh, this biggest nightmare. Get your domains at GoDaddy, but nothing else. How do I set up the WordPress?
Actually, let's rewind a little bit. We had a question in the group earlier today about which was better between GoDaddy and Namecheap. Talk a little bit about, have you ever used Namecheap before?
We have some clients that used it.
Right.
I can say from experience, I have not seen, I love Google.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anybody that does domains. I'm not talking about email, anything else. Domains better than GoDaddy.
Yeah.
For the money, I don't think that there's a better service. Like even if Namecheap's $2 cheaper.
Yeah, I was looking at the pricing for it, and the renewal for GoDaddy is actually a couple more dollars expensive. And the domain manager settings and stuff is very different to use. So I would spend the extra $2 to $3 for GoDaddy just because they integrate with a lot more stuff as well too. It's just easier to use the back end of it.
Way easier. And if you want to save those couple dollars to be at the same price as Namecheap, GoDaddy sends out coupons like crazy. So if you wait to the day where it's like that auto renew, you're going to pay full price.
Oh, yeah.
But you can look for a coupon to save like 30% on your domains if you renew them now, because they just want to make sure you renew them and they're going to give you a discount for it. So look for that, and it probably will end up being even. So you have, a better product at the same price, which is always better in business, right?
While saving coins.
Yes.
So that was one of the questions, but you can finish talking about the product.
Yeah, so the new website template we have, it's just a blank website template. It has the standard WordPress theme on it, but the killer thing is it has all the products already loaded with amazing new product photos. It has the product descriptions, all the pricing set at retail. You can easily go in and change the pricing. If you don't know how to do that, you can see our course at hairuniversity.co. So you would basically get this website built on WordPress, and you're going to upload your own theme. You're going to have to design your own homepage, about page, contact page, the things that are already done with our pre-built sites. But it's a good start for that person that wants to build their own website, and it also includes access to our dropshipping system. So it's a pretty awesome product. I really came up with the idea because I saw so many people struggling about how to get their site started. So I said, you know what? Why don't we just have like a blank template that allows people, the DIY types, which is like me, to build a site. But I'm telling you, I don't want to add all the product photos, the products, set up the categories, description. It takes hours and hours. And I mean, we had multiple people from our team helping out to get it done. It takes hours to get all this stuff done.
I think you'll spend more money and time than you would actually spend
way more money and time
trying to pay the $189.
Yeah, I think it's $189. Which includes dropship membership. Has pretty much everything, and
all the perks you would get with the membership are included. So the product photos, the stock videos, stock images, marketing photos, all of that comes with it. So
yeah, we have a lot that's coming to Dropship Bundles with some more just kind of baseline branding items. So until you have your own branding items, we're gonna have new tags. I want to do new tags for the closures, for the frontals, just very plain. But instead of just having like the normal tags that you see on the hair,
the wraparound,
like the wraparound, so we'll have the actual hang tags that'll say like Brazilian hair, Vietnamese hair, and it's just, I think, going to take everybody's orders and packages up a level.
Yeah.
And then when they get the custom branding items, it'll go up a whole nother level. But let's just go ahead and take everyone up to that middle level first, and then they'll take themselves up. Maybe once they do a little bit more business and get some sales, they'll feel a little bit more confident about getting their own branding. But until then, we can help them out.
Yeah, definitely. The other good thing is, we listened to everyone when it came to the drop shipping and using the private label address as a return address for their dropship orders, which was never an issue for us at all. We actually haven't had any complaint after someone actually used it. Of course, people ask about it before they get drop shipped, like, hey, is this going to be the address that's on there? But we haven't had any issues with it. But a lot of people were just worried about people being able to just Google and, we would come up and that would be taken away from their sales. So we listened about that and we went and got a P.O. box.
Yeah, kind of like a mailbox.
A mailbox,
at a place that does mailbox services.
Yeah, mailbox. So now that's the new address that we'll be using for dropship. So if you guys are thinking about drop shipping, it'll be an address to where your customers won't know that we're your supplier at all.
And that's just the return address. So if you need to send us your custom branding items, anything else, it's going to go to our normal address.
Yep.
This is going to be returns only, just kind of like a white labeled address. So, it was funny because when we first started drop shipping, and we're in a huge commercial building. I mean, this is a 180,000 square foot building. It's got over 100 businesses in it. So before, if you search the address, you would never find us. But because our clients made us so popular, Google just moved us all the way to the top for the street address where we are for the building. So it became a little bit more prevalent that it was us. So we fixed that.
That, as well as now if you're drop shipping with dropship bundles, all of your orders, if you don't have custom packaging, go out in those cute black 17x7 satin bags, and they fit like up to 6 bundles in it. So your customers don't just get their orders in that standard clear packaging. But if you don't have the funding to purchase custom silk bags, they'll still have something nice that they'll get when they get their orders.
Yeah, you can still choose a different color if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be nice just to kind of give them that extra upgrade, another value add for being a partner with us in drop shipping. So, this just kind of along the lines, and I keep putting it in our Facebook group about when we move to our new location, when we have so much more space, what we're going to be able to do for the dropship program. We have so many things. I don't want to talk about them yet because people are going to ask, when is that going to be?
When is that? They're still asking us about. See, what happens is Mikey gets so excited, gets like tsunami excited, and he comes in with new products, and then he tells everybody, and then like they disappear.
No. Like the problem is this, right? So like our latest product, the Indian Body Wave, okay? The process is this. We test it, okay, it works out good. Then, okay, we're going to bring some in and we're going to put it on private label extensions. But a product like that, we partnered with our guys in India to create this product just for us. So the problem is there's some production time. It takes time to do everything. So selling it on private label, we're already ran out.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we had put it on private label and dropship at the same time, it would have been out even before. Then all these people have it on their dropship websites and then we don't have the inventory. So that's why I say, okay, look, we have some small shipments coming in first. Our big shipment is just, from today's date, just about 2 weeks away. Once we have this massive shipment in, then we can put it on the dropship because that goes to, that's going to be a lot of people selling this amazing hair. And I mean, we have the 28-inch price at $59, which is just crazy. So people are going to be able to sell that out like crazy at $59. So we want to make sure we have enough inventory before we put it on the drop shipping site, and it just goes banana. And people are like, you guys are out of this stuff. You got to take things in steps, right? If we could have put it on earlier, we would.
Yeah, definitely.
We're not trying to hold anything back.
Yeah, no.
But we got to make sure we have the supply side really good for our drop shippers before we bring that product on.
Exactly. So that answers a lot of you guys' questions about why some products aren't on the dropship site, but they're on PLE. That is the answer right there. And then also the ponytails, the wigs, they're coming for you. They're coming, just,
Yeah,
hold tight.
we can't take the photos fast enough of all this stuff. So we're, that's all part of adding. We're going to have a whole new slew of products, both for private label and then drop shipping. And then, we're going through this big rebranding. So this is probably going to be a 6 to 8 week process that on private label extensions, the website, you're going to see all sorts of different changes. Like our logo is going to be changed, our color scheme, our fonts. Everything's going to be congruent, looking extra pretty for our visitors. But it's just a process going through the vision boards and everything else to get it where we want it to be, because we really went up many levels last year. So in 2018, we're up there, but I don't think currently, honestly, I don't like the current look we have on the site. I mean, it looks good, but not like great. So we're going to have a whole new homepage.
Yeah.
You know, we just added the product photos, new product photos of the models yesterday or the day before, and the feedback's been fantastic on that.
Yeah, those came out really good.
So it's going to be this continual process, but it's a lot to do all this. I mean, just the photo shoot, which we'll talk about, you know, doing a hair extension photo shoot, it was a lot of work. I mean, the setup, I mean, you know, thanks to Zakiyrah, set most of that up, you know, prior. And then, of course, we work with some great stylists, makeup artists, and it was a production.
Oh, it was. So let's get into the meat of how all that works, because I know I saw a lot of people in the group, they're wanting to do photo shoots for their businesses.
For sure.
You know, a lot of people don't have the large budgets to do photo shoots. And I want to let you guys know, you don't have to have a tremendous budget to do photo shoots for your hair business. I don't want that to be the reason why you don't start your hair business, because you don't have the money to do a photo shoot. Get started, and then the photo shoot, you know, will come. It took us 4 years to do like a rebranding production photo shoot.
Yeah,
we used to do hair photo shoots before, but nothing on a scale like we just did this past week.
And we haven't done a photo shoot, honestly, in 2 years. Something like that big. I mean, we've had models come in and do some of the stuff for lashes and some videos, but not like a full-on all-product rebranding photo shoot, you know. Yeah, years.
Yeah. So for something on a scale of what we just did, it was really fun putting it together. You know, we had 10 models, and then just being transparent, you know, the amount of models that you hire, all of them won't show up. So you'll have to learn how to improvise with what you do have. So we initially wanted 10 models. I think we had 8 that were there. And we had 17 styles that we needed to shoot for. So we just interchanged the models out, which went really well.
Really smooth.
Yeah, we had really great models. So I heard a lot of people ask, well, how do you find models? Instagram will be your best friend. There's models all over Instagram. Whatever city you're in, if you just hashtag, if you're in Dallas models, or if you're in Atlanta, ATL models, you'll find people. Just reach out to them on Instagram. If you don't have a budget, you know, to pay them, giving them free hair always works. Well, 8 times out of 10, it always works, depending on the stature of the model. You know, if they do modeling full time, if they're just getting into modeling, it will really just depend. But if you offer them free hair, a lot of times, you know, they'll take the free hair in compensation for actually doing the photo shoot. And then the other thing is, where were we at?
Makeup artists?
Yeah, makeup artists. So when you're looking for makeup artists, it's kind of hard with makeup artists just because that's like what they do full time. So to get a makeup artist all day to just beat faces for free is going to be extremely hard. So some stuff you can't wiggle around. Like, so most likely you'll have to pay the makeup artist, unless you just know someone personally and they give you like a great deal on this amount of faces, maybe like a percentage off, or, you know, $10 off. But makeup artists, they're not too expensive, but they're a little pricey. And with that, you kind of just have to pay, you know, whatever they charge. Same thing kind of with hairstylists, unless you've built that relationship with hairstylists that you already know, or if you're a salon owner and you get the stylist in the salon to do that. I know we had a lady earlier that was talking about, she was trying to do her shoot in the salon she wanted to do it in. They wouldn't allow her to come in because she had her hair extensions, and they also sew hair. So there's different things that you'll run into when trying to get stylists or get a space when it comes to hosting a photo shoot. But really, only thing you need is the lights, the photographer. Like, you don't have to go rent a big building or, you know, do it in a hair salon, because that could get a little pricey. You can find studios all over. I know we have a lot in Atlanta that are like between $35 and $50 an hour. If you just budget for maybe 4 or 5 hours, you can get it done for under $300 when it comes to the photography or video or whatever it is that you're looking to do.
Yeah, you want to make the most out of everything that whole entire day, right? So what we did is we hired a photographer, even though we have HD on staff that does photo and video. But I said, okay, let's hire a photographer, and you can get photographers these days, like pretty good ones. They're not all expensive because the cameras that are out, like you can get some pretty nice Canon or some of the mirrorless cameras now. You can get really nice shots, and these cameras aren't, $10,000, $15,000 like they were 10 years ago.
Right.
So you can even get like a semi-pro photographer that maybe doesn't have a big name yet and won't charge you that much. But you want to get the most out of the day as possible. So when we were there, everyone showed up. So the photographer is setting up the photo area. So we had one photographer shooting the whole area just with the white background all day. I mean, he did about 2,000 shots.
Oh, yeah.
I was there with my camera. I was doing both photo and video. And then HD was there doing both photo and video.
Did you see the video she did yesterday? It was so good.
I called her about it today. There's one little thing because, you can never just do something great and then me not have at least one word where
ever.
I'm just like, look, this was really good. Maybe the best. But if you just did this little tweak, it might have been better. But it was amazing. Okay, you can go to our Instagram page at Private Label Extensions to see some cool videos coming out.
Oh, yeah.
But you really have to get the most out of it. I mean, there were times that I was tired. I wanted to sit down, but I'm like, look, this is like, only every couple years we're going to have a production this big. Got back up, had the batteries charged. I'm there with my gimbal and the camera. I'm going around getting behind the scenes footage, taking, photos of the photographer taking photos and everything else. You really have to get the most out of it. So you could even find somebody that maybe can do some of the behind the scenes photography and video that's not even going to charge you. Like a lot of photographers and videographers, especially students and stuff like that, they just need stuff to shoot. Like they're dying for someone to invite them just to shoot. Like they're like, I don't care. I don't need the money. Like I just want to shoot something with a purpose.
Yeah. So if you reach out to maybe, a college that's in your area, reach out to their film department and let them know, I have an opportunity for some of your students. If it's not paid, just say, to be experienced. They can put on their resume, whatever the case may be. But film departments have students forever that you can use.
Dying to do this kind of stuff. So that's the one thing you really have to think about, how to get the most out of it. Now, I will say there was one thing that I think the day went great.
Yeah.
But I always like to say, okay, let's look at the day. Let's look at what happened and how could we make it better for next time? And I think probably we maybe should have had one or two extra models because we know models aren't necessarily reliable, even though we had 10, but we probably should have said 11 or 12 just to have some backups and we can work them through. Okay, so that, and the only other thing is because we were doing like 17 or 16 different types of hair.
Yeah.
Is just before that next shoot, just hold up what the type of hair is.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We figured it out, but, we even do this with our product shots. You hold up a sign that says, Malaysian body wave, and you take a photo with the model with like that look first, Malaysian body wave, so we know all the following photos. So I'm like, hey, Zakiyrah, can you go through the list and all this? Because I'm calling her. Which one is this? Like, I think it's this, but I'm not 100% sure. We got to have it right. So that was one of the only things. But I think one of the best things we did for the photo shoot was we had all of the bundles and everything made into wigs beforehand.
Yeah, that was actually really good. If you're doing something on a larger scale, I would recommend, all of them be made into wigs or pre-made wigs. But if you're doing something smaller, like maybe just a shoot for body wave and straight hair, sew-ins are fine, especially if you're going to let the girls keep the hair. Full sew-ins with closures or frontals, however you want to do it. But wigs are definitely a great option if you're doing something on a larger scale, like what we did, or if you want to reuse the wigs and you're going to pay the models and not allow them to keep the hair. Those are always good because it's just easy to pop it on, customize it a little bit in the front and then go. So that's really good. But shout out to everybody who helped us on the photo shoot. Dallas, Tevin, Taylor.
We had probably 10 people from Paul Mitchell, with the students.
Jaden, the students,
Paul Mitchell students. People total, right?
Yep. And then our makeup artist, DZ, and Brandy, everyone was good. Like everyone got there on time. That's the other thing. Make sure you work with reliable people who are going to show up on time, so that everything goes according to. We were like on it, like timing. Everything went really good. We ended on time, for the most part, and yeah, everything was great.
It was a big day.
It was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot from it.
Yeah, we did definitely. There are some things that I would do differently, like maybe when getting your models, just make sure the attire lines up. So if you have, 10 models, maybe get 10 black tank tops, just so everything is unanimous on the website. So you'll see on our website, our new photos that we have, the models have on different outfits. So something we could have done differently is maybe had them all bring black tank tops, or purple
we
tank
provided
tops,
because someone might have had different colors.
Yeah. So we did provide. We did some beauty shots where all the models had like white tank tops and blue jeans on. So we provided the white tank tops for that. But if you're doing it specifically for products for your website, you want everything to be unanimous. So just make sure that all the models have like the same color on, or the same type of top, or whatever that looks like, so that it looks unanimous.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it was really good.
Yeah, I'm so happy with it. And, I think I noticed as soon as I put those photos up there, the comments that we were getting.
Oh, yeah.
People are
it
so
looks
excited.
so different. The website looks different.
Yeah, so different. And we're going to go through, and we used it for the sew-in category, and then we can use the same models because it's the same thing for the bundle deals, but we're going to use different photos. And then once we get into our new location, which is awesome, we have our whole clip-in line. So we're going to go do all the different clip-ins and do the photos for that. That might be a more gradual process than trying to get all of them at the same time. We wanted to do all these models at once just because we wanted to be able to redo that whole page at one time, opposed to, say, we did 5 models. So we're going to have 5 girls wearing hair, and then the rest were just pictures of our bundles. Like, it's not going to be consistent. So we wanted to do some big splash all at once. And then our branding team that we hired, they needed a bunch of photos and other stuff, and we have the group shots, so we got great video and the confetti flying, and special Valentine's Day.
Yeah, the props were really good.
Props. Yeah, so make sure you have some fun props. That part's really good. And just thinking about the props gave me some great marketing ideas to do for stuff. So, if you're going to private label extensions, you might see some of our Facebook ads that's really creative, and it came from doing the shoot, because the shoot was just so creative. So it just made my mind go into overtime of creativity of other stuff we can do. It was just overall a great experience.
Yeah. And I mean, we're doing the rebranding, but I wouldn't recommend like every 6 months or a year going to change your website or your logo. That's not really good for a company to change their logo a lot. But, as we grow bigger and we start to come into our buyer persona and the culture of the company and all of that, it requires, a new level. So we have to take it a level up. We've maxed out where we are already. So it's going to be fun. The rebranding is going to be nice. The website's going to be nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be 2018 is going to be a big year for us. It's already a great year for our clients. I can't believe just in the last week in our Facebook group, and if you're not part of our Facebook group, I'll put a link in the show notes at hairbizradio.com. So many people this week got their first sale.
Oh, I saw that. I noticed that today. I'm like, yes.
I am like,
yes.
I'm the if you just listen to this, you see me. I'm doing my fist pumps in the air.
It's tax time, y'all.
Everything.
Y'all better start selling this hair.
It's not even tax time yet. Like, they haven't got the returns they just filed. They haven't got, so it's like.
Some people got their returns.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Some people filed on the 17th when they got those, their W-2 forms.
Oh, okay. Early bird. I wish they'd show up early to the photo shoot. No, I'm just kidding. Our model showed up on time, actually.
Yeah, all of our models were actually on time. All of our stylists were on time. We were all on time. Actually, I think Mikey was a little late to the photo shoot.
First of all, no, I wasn't. I had to stop by the office, get stuff. And who showed up with 3 dozen Dunkin' Donuts?
Mikey came through. Everyone was dying of hunger for breakfast. But we did provide lunch for everyone. So
make sure you're providing, because you could tell, like, I could tell lunch came around 12:30.
Oh, yeah, people were dying.
like the level of energy and just the mood was just kind of going down, and then they got the sandwiches and everything else, and then it kind of spiked back up.
And models do not mix.
Oh no, no! So keep your models fed.
Me and hunger don't mix. I get attitudes.
Yeah. You want no part of that. Okay, you don't even want to be in that office with that. Okay, Zakiyrah's like, now she's got her AirPods. You know that now it's just this whole other thing. So yeah, I think a photo shoot is great. You're gonna learn from it. If it doesn't go exactly how you planned, guess what? We planned a lot and it didn't go exactly how we planned. You have to learn from that experience. So the next one that you do, you're gonna be more prepared. Everything's gonna be even better, and that's really how you as a business owner will grow, and that's how your business and brand will grow. Just even if you have a horrible photo shoot, don't say, I'm never doing a photo shoot again.
Yeah, at least you did it. There's some people who have businesses who won't do a photo shoot just because they either A, don't know what to do, or B, they could be scared to actually do the photo shoot.
And a lot of people just won't even start a business. So
yeah, that's true.
The fact
You've
that
taken that step already.
The fact that you took that step to get your business started. Obviously, this is Hair Biz Radio, so a lot of people that are listening to this are interested in hair business. Of course, I know some listeners that don't have a hair business that actually love our podcast, so we appreciate that. Because if you love our podcast, what do you need to do right now, Zakiyrah?
You guys need to go subscribe. We're on iTunes, Stitcher Radio. We'll be featured on some others soon. But to add to the last point that you said, what I like to do is when we do stuff, always go back and have a plan as to how you want it to go. And this could be with anything in life, but specifically talking about photo shoots. Create the plan, everything that you want to accomplish. And then afterwards, sit down with your team or with yourself and say, okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, how did we do? If it's a 3, figure out why it went that way and then what you could do differently next time. So what lessons did you learn from that? And then just carry that on to the next thing. Like, don't beat yourself up about it if it didn't go well. If you have models who canceled at the last minute, maybe figure out how can I find reliable models, or maybe, I need to pay them. When money is attached to stuff, it's crazy, but people do, what they need to do when money is attached. So just figure out what you can do differently to improve, the experience, and then move on.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So just keep going, guys. You got this. 2018 is going to be a big year for everybody. We're hyped up. I mean, this is going to be, if we had a year like 2017, if we do that in 2018, yes, it's going to be fantastic.
For sure. So I really hope that helped you guys. This episode, us talking about the photo shoot, just because we know a lot of people were talking about doing photo shoots, especially for the holiday time, Valentine's Day, the summer coming up. So a lot of people had questions about that. But yeah, just be great.
Be great, guys.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. If you loved anything that we said on this particular episode or any other episodes, just leave some feedback and comments so other people can read them. And then the other thing, we have some actually great guests coming up soon. So make sure you stay tuned for upcoming podcasts that we have that'll be releasing within the next few weeks.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's it for episode 17 of Hair Biz Radio. We'll be back very soon with another awesome episode. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Zakiyrah.
And that's it. Bye, guys.